The Force is not strong with Pablo Hidalgo. Bringing you realism for the masses. This is the Angel Espino Show. With me, your host, Angel Espino. Live. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome friends, welcome foes. I'm Angel Espino. This is the Angel Espino Show, and I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I want to talk about a galaxy far, far away. We're going to talk about Star Wars, and I know you're thinking, wait a second, how would we go from videos about politics to Star Wars? Well, I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars, and you're going to see me talk a lot about that more in the future. As you can tell by my body work here, my body art, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Now, the reason I want to bring this up today and I want to talk about this on video is because I was highly disturbed by something I saw from a Star Wars Lucasfilm insider, one by the name of Pablo Hidalgo, who went on some kind of stupid Twitter troll mission to, talk trash to a big Star Wars fan who I actually like a lot on YouTube. He goes by the YouTube handle of A Star Wars Theory. At least that's the name of the channel. I don't know the dude's name personally. You can see him actually right there. Right. And somewhere, right there. Top is going to be Pablo Hidalgo right there. And yeah, there. Anyway, the guy has a great channel, and it's something that, look, the guy has a great channel, and the fact that he puts a lot of work into what he does is awesome. I mean, he really spends a lot of time with the Star Wars Theory, putting out videos and content, which we spend a lot of time as fans taking a look at. And over the course of the last few years, he's been around since 2016, I believe. He's put out a lot of videos, and he's made quite a name for himself on YouTube. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because he just posted a video where he's talking about how Pablo Hidalgo, who works for Lucasfilms, made a tweet about him directly because he came out on a video showing his emotions, talking about the episode of the Mandalorian, the season finale, which showed a cameo of possibly the greatest hero of our cinematic history, which is Luke Skywalker. I mean, you could argue that if you want, but to me, the greatest hero of cinematic history is Luke Skywalker, and the greatest villain of cinematic history is Darth Vader. Now, that's just my opinion. We're not here to talk about my opinion. But what we're here to talk about is Pablo Hidalgo and the complete idiocracy of his mentality to make fun of a fan who's dedicated a lot of his time to making videos and content to promote Star Wars in a positive way, and who went and made a video promoting Star Wars and something that got him emotional enough to actually cry on video. And to make fun of that is really just very, very pathetic. And instead of building a bridge with the fan base, what you guys are doing is you're burning the bridges with the same fans that buy the product. Now, that's not smart business. And I'm pretty sure the folks at Lucasfilms and Disney are not looking at this like saying, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Let's piss off our fans. That's a smart thing. Yeah, let's make the fans angry so they don't want to buy our product, and they don't want to see our movies, and they don't want to support the franchise anymore. Let's do that because we paid billions of dollars to destroy something and not make profit back. Let's keep that. This is why we're hopefully never going to see a Rian Johnson trilogy. Hopefully Kathleen Kennedy is out the door after this year and her contract is up. And now Pablo Hidalgo, I mean, we got to start taking a look at this dude, because if he's attacking fans for getting emotional over something that we have every right to be emotional over, what does that say about him as a executive or somebody behind the scenes in the creative process of Star Wars? When he should be celebrating people like the dude on Star Wars Theory. They should be celebrating people that make videos that are positive right now, considering how toxic Star Wars has become. And it's not just become toxic because of, Kathleen Kennedy saying the Force is female, or because The Last Jedi was a piece of garbage, which it was, or because Rise of the Skywalker was completely butchered, which it was. It's become toxic because of the people making the product, making the films, making the shows, running stuff behind the scenes, are disrespectful to the fan base that put their love and invest their time into making videos and going online and talking about these things. And instead of embracing the community of Star Wars fans, you guys just complete hammer every single one of them with, like BS trolling. And you hammer them down to the point where they stop caring. And when you do that, you lose the fan base. And I know there's been a big push at Lucasfilms to kind of like restructure the branding of Star Wars a bit and make it more diverse and more feminine, and that's why Kathleen Kennedy came out saying that the Force is female. I hate to break it to her, but the Force is not male or female. The Force is no gender. Okay, the Force is what binds us all. Remember what Yoda said? It's what binds the galaxy together. The Force, doesn't need the crude matter that is, flesh and bone. The Force is what binds us all. It's what brings us together. It's this energy field. It doesn't have a sex. And this is where these people, these supposedly creative minds, fail to really understand what's really, what this is really all about, what Star Wars is all about, why it resonates with so many fans. Why Star Wars has been around since '77, and it's still one of the most important, if not the most important franchise to fans worldwide. Why people have tattoos like myself of Star Wars. Why people dedicate their lives on YouTube making videos. Why people dedicate their entire existence sometimes just making models of Star Wars and making fan films. Because we love this stuff. We grew up on this stuff. I grew up on Star Wars since I was a kid. The first movie I saw in theaters was Return of the Jedi. That was the first movie in the 80s that I saw in theaters. And I've been a fan ever since. I was playing with Star Wars toys when I was a kid in the 80s when, the original Star Wars toys came out. I remember watching the original, Star Wars: A New Hope, watching it on TV, on TNT, and on TBS. And the USA and all these other channels once a year when they played it, and just going bananas every time they played it because I loved Star Wars. I have multiple copies on VHS. I have the Blu-rays. I have the DVDs. I have the whole nine yards. I'm a fan, just like the Star Wars Theory guy is a fan. And you should not make fun of that because you want to change, the fandom, because you feel like they're man babies, because, they don't agree with something you put out, because, we get emotional when we get something we love, like what happened with Luke at the end of Mandalorian. That stuff is something, again, you guys really should embrace. And I hope Lucasfilms, Disney, and whoever either sees this video or sees the video that Star Wars Theory guy puts out. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to ever see my video. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I hope that if they do, or if they check out the Star Wars Theory video, that they get that what Pablo Hidalgo did was wrong, and they come down on him and they tell him, a thing or two of what he did shouldn't be done. And Pablo Hidalgo should apologize. Another thread disappeared supposedly already, and maybe they already are talking to him, but they really need to cool off for that kind of behavior, because that's just negative. And right now the studios don't need that kind of negativity. They need to work within the limited space that we have right now to do anything because of the lockdowns and, the Kung Flu. So because of the things that's happening in the world, The last thing that Lucasfilms and Disney and Star Wars needs is to create more division and more toxic nature between the fans. You need to bring us together, not divide us more. So please take that into heart. Let that sink in. And again, shout outs to the Star Wars Theory channel. Check them out there. It's a great channel. Dude does phenomenal work. And I'm pretty sure if you guys take a look at it, you'll love a lot of the stuff he puts out. He's a dedicated fan. And my hat's off to him. Guys, that's all I got. If you like what you heard and saw, you know what to do. Leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And check out my Patreon page over at patreon.com/Angel Espino. That's my name. You can also check me out on my personal website, www.angelespino.com. Till next time, see you soon. Stay Kung Flu free, and may the Force be with you all. Always. Peace.